John Kavakis here for My Take. And today we're going to be taking a look at Goldvarg's 1969 Olds Vista Cruiser. So a lot of people think that the late 50s and through the 60s was kind of the golden age for the American station wagon. Certainly there was a lot of variety of them, and frequently they were available in mid-range and upper level trims. But it was a great time to have a station wagon. Families were growing, highway travel had become refined. It was a good time to be able to carry all your stuff and your large family at the same time. And kind of sitting at the top of that heap, and maybe went a little bit unnoticed to guys like me in the 60s, was the Olds Vista Cruiser. The Vista Cruiser was built on an intermediate chassis, but they extended the wheelbase by 5 inches. It had a fixed glass roof-mounted skylights with side windows on it. It really was kind of a space-age thing. And I didn't have an appreciation for wagons back then. Just becoming driving age, about the last thing I wanted to be caught dead in was a wagon. But as we look back, they really were cool. And they're beginning to appreciate on the secondary market now. So the Vista Cruiser was an extra long, intermediate sized car. As a matter of fact, between the years 1965 and 70, it was the only full-size wagon that was available from Oldsmobile. So they hit their second generation of this model in 1968, a 1-inch longer wheelbase, ran through 1972. 350 was standard. For 1969, you get up to 400 cubic inches, the same engine from the 442. There are rumors that a small handful of these were made available with 4-speed transmissions, but you could get automatic 3-speed was standard. You could get 3 forward-facing rear seats, and for 1968 they had this really cool thing called a dual action tailgate. So it would swing off to the side or it'd flip down to the bottom. General Motors just had a lot of fun with tailgates. They had the clamshell. Ford had the dual action tailgate too. But they were doing some innovative things, and it was kind of interesting. So we have this model from Goldvarg. I've got one in saffron yellow here. The other color that was available was Aztec Gold, and that was kind of a replica of a station wagon that was in a very popular TV series back in the early 2000s or so. Both colors are available, and let's take a look. Let's get this on the turntable and take a close look at it. And of course, the color, kind to be expected from Goldvarg. The color is just right on. Done a fantastic job with it. The grille lensing in the front and the bumper and the lensing in the rear is superb. It just amazes me, the badging and how incredibly small the badging is. I think it's phenomenal in 143rd how well they've done that. The trim around the windows is good. A little bit of the photo etch evidence there on the side trim windows. I don't want to knock it too hard, but it's a little thicker than what I've seen from other Goldvargs. But the trim around the rest of the windows, the windshield, the roof-mounted windows, the tailgate and everything, very delicate, very much to scale. Wheels and tires. Tires are fantastic. Wheel covers are good. They could use a black wash. Moving to the interior, a typical incredible job on the interior for Goldvarg. The dash, you can see the gauges, you can almost feel the gauges, the needles moving on the gauges, the seats, the rest of the dashboard, the steering wheel, the side door panels, the locks are there, and they're in the position. They don't show the rear seat here, but you can see the cutouts for the rear seat. The windows, the Vista roof should be a darker tint. They came from the factory a little bit darker than this, but I'd have to admit that it's hard to tell, and it certainly helps in seeing into the interior, which is beautiful. So let's move to the 5-star rating on this car. On fidelity, I'm going to give it a 5. Beautiful job. Trim, lensing, and badging, 5. Like I said before, on other models, I'd give it a 5+ if I could. The color is a 5. Both colors seem to be factory authentic. Interior detail 5. Wheels and tires, I'm going with a 4. Value at $99, 5. These are available. Both colors are available from Goldvarg. I think Legacy Motors has them as well. So that takes our total up to $29 and a 5-star rating of 4.5. Goldvarg's 1969 Cutlass Olds Vista Cruiser gets a 4.5 rating. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll be back again soon.